What are we looking at? Expecting someone else?
Hey. I don't understand. This should have worked.
Dead bang, fellas. Reach to the pipeline!
You're up against some bad hombres. And what do you think you're gonna do against us with a sword?
Bring me the Flash, or else your city falls.
The hell kind of sword is that?
Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 4, and today we're going to be talking about Episode 1, and basically we're just going to do an overall video on Episode 1 and tell you what's going to be happening on the episode from what we've seen so far. So in this episode, we're going to be getting the return of Barry Allen, most likely at the end of the episode, or potentially in Episode 2, so we're not 100% on that as of now, but that's like the only thing that I'm not too sure on. But in the episode, we are expecting a samurai or a samurai. I'm not sure what they're gonna call it on the TV show, but very similar to the samurais in the comics. The costume design is very similar to a different type of samurai that was in the comics, so it's just like they've taken from two different versions of samurais in the comics. So he's going to be in the episode. He's going to be the main villain of that first episode, so he will only be in one episode, so he's like a weekly villain. So potentially he's going to be controlled by the Thinker. We're not 100% on that, and we actually won't get an appearance of the Thinker during this episode, so I'm like 90% sure on that. And also to do with the samurai, we recently got a set picture from Canada Graphs where we see a recreation of a comic cover in the comics with the samurai holding the Flash up on his samurai sword. I think that's a really cool way to reference back to the comic books, because obviously a lot of things on the Flash TV show are influenced from the comics, as it's a DC Comics property, and it's always cool seeing these recreations because it just shows that they do take notice of the comics. So that's what to expect from the villain in this episode. And then also we're going to be getting Killer Frost and Caitlin Snow, most likely not Killer Frost in the first episode, as we saw in the Season 4 trailer at Comic-Con. That was mainly comprised of the first episode, so we can infer that Caitlin Snow will be in it and not Killer Frost, but we've seen some set pictures from behind the scenes in Episode 5 and 6. As we go on to Episode 6 during this next week, they'll be starting to shoot that, so we've seen some Killer Frost pictures, so we can infer she is able to switch from both, and she does seem to have more control, as we saw at the end of Season 3, so expect Caitlin to be Caitlin in Episode 1. And then also in Episode 1, expect Iris to be the team leader of Team Flash, like orchestrating everything, and also expect her to be in sort of a bit of denial over the fact that Barry left for the Speed Force without really contacting her and telling her that he was going to go. So she's sort of in a tricky place right now, and Team Flash is like trying to desperately find a way to bring Barry back after 6 months. They are sort of lost without him, and Iris sort of doesn't agree with them, and Iris thinks that, you know, we have to move on, and Barry's gone now, he's not coming back, but Cisco's like, Barry is going to come back. So that's what Team Flash's situation is. Wally is going to pretend to be the Flash in Episode 1 for a bit, because the samurai said he will destroy the city unless the Flash is given to him. So obviously Wally is going to be pretending to be the Flash in this episode, wearing this costume, because the samurai actually hasn't seen him in real life before, so that's why anyone could be under the mask. It just needs to have the Flash suit. Potentially the Flash suit could get destroyed in this episode, and that could be the reason why Barry is wearing the new suit. In the DC TV overall trailer where we saw Barry return in a few clips, and he's wearing the new suit, so maybe that's one of the reasons why he's got this new suit. But yeah, so that's basically what's going to be happening with Team Flash, the villain, Barry coming back, and so yeah, that's basically it for this video. So this has just been a short recap of what to expect, because I know we've done loads of videos on Episode 1, and I thought if I crammed it all into one video, it would be very helpful and a lot easier for you guys to know what to expect in the Season 4 premiere in October. So expect a lot of videos soon, and I will have a video regarding my schedule going into the seasons this year, so be sure to be on the lookout for that, because it will explain when all my Flash videos are coming out, my Supergirl, and this year I'm going to do my best to do as much Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow as possible, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. And yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.
It doesn't make us strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like shot.